When it comes to SMR work, the lacrosse ball definitely has its place in time. But a few common places that you don't want to be sticking this thing is one, the butt. So a colleague of mine, Dr. Ryan DeBell, really broke down why it's actually potentially harmful to be sticking this lacrosse ball in deep on your piriformis and rolling around on it to try to get increased mobility through hip internal and external rotation. If you know your anatomy, you know that we have to press through the big glute muscle, and for most people, their glutes are not as big as they think they are, so we have a small muscular layer, and we're actually coming into direct contact with the sciatic nerve. So right over the piriformis, we hit the lacrosse ball, and it's actually pressuring down over one of the thickest nerves in the body that controls all of the somatosensory and muscular control of the entire lower extremity. So I want you to ditch the lacrosse ball on the glute, and instead I want to get something with a little bigger of a surface area to target the bigger muscle, the gluteus maximus, instead of that tiny little piriformis that we're probably not making a dent into anyways with this. So the way that we're going to do this is with the traditional foam roller. We're going to sit down on the foam roller, and we're going to make sure that we palpate the ischial tuberosities, so they're the bone in the butt here. So we want to be sitting at where the ischial tuberosities are in front of the foam roller, and the targeted tissue is behind the foam roller here. So to start off with, we want to bias this right side glute. So we're going to turn the body 45 degrees here, and notice that the whole body turns. So the hips, everything moves together, and you can even see that I'm on the medial and lateral surfaces of my foot here. So again, we want to just be doing slow oscillations over these tissues. You can get all the way up through this entire muscle. So find different areas and just stick 30 to 60 seconds on them. If this isn't enough for some of you and you really don't get the training effect out of this SMR technique as you once did, you can really turn up the heat on this as having the same base support and then increasing your hip into external rotation, and all of a sudden you're going to have a different feel on that gluteus maximus. Again, we're trying to find trigger points. Most of you will find it right about here, and we're going to sit 30 to 60 seconds oscillating over those trigger points.